the India alliance, 16-14 now. Yes, Avantika.
It is so close, Anand, in Jharkhand. I mean, we're seeing the numbers coming in from Maharashtra, 147, Mahayuti really taking the lead there. But in Jharkhand, it's neck and neck. Bataiye, Nilesh, who all are leading, trailing?
जी अभी जो बहुत टफ फाइट है, 17 सीटों पे एनडीए आगे है, 15 सीटों पे इंडिया आगे है। झारखंड विधानसभा के जो अध्यक्ष हैं वो पीछे चल रहे हैं। नाला विधानसभा से वो चुनाव लड़े रविंद्रनाथ महतो, उनके मुकाबले जो बीजेपी के हैं वो आगे चल रहे हैं। जमशेदपुर ईस्ट से जो रघुवर दास है, उनकी जो बहू लड़ रही है पूर्णिमा साहू बीजेपी की, वो अभी आगे चल रही है, जो ओडिशा के राज्यपाल हैं। जामताड़ा से मंत्री इरफान अंसारी वो कांग्रेस के वो आगे हैं। रामगढ़ से सुनीता चौधरी आगे हैं। पांकी से देवेंद्र सिंह आगे हैं। चतरा से रश्मि प्रकाश आगे है, जो आरजेडी की एकमात्र सीट है। वो पिछली बार मंत्री सत्यानंद भोक्ता वहाँ से लड़े थे, इस बार उनकी बहू लड़ रही है, वो आगे चल रही है।
काफी क्लोज कॉन्टेस्ट है ब्रिजेश जी। 16-18 इन झारखंड, इट्स सो क्लोज। आई मीन एनडीए इज राइट नाउ लीडिंग जस्ट बाय 2, बट देन अगेन द numbers are changing. Why do you think this is happening? Exit polls had predicted it to be a very close contest.
Yeah, it was expected too, because if you look at the caste and class combination of Jharkhand, JMM has a very strong base in the tribal areas, plus they have the minority voters. While the BJP tried this time to snatch as much tribal votes as possible, plus this whole polarization, if you remember the major coinage of the BJP in the Jharkhand Assembly elections, the question of Mati, Roti and Beti. So I think that is working at least in trends, because last time JMM was in a very good position. The BJP total tally was 25, but if you look at the current trends, out of 38, NDA is 18. So it's a very interesting contest, and it is on the expected lines.
Yes, and now it's 18 all right now.
Yeah. 18 all, so neck and neck fight in Jharkhand. We'll come back to the live result hub in a bit. Quickly telling you this update: Uttar Pradesh by polls. 7-2 in favor of the BJP. It's a BJP versus SP fight directly. Will this also mean a shift in the narrative that was set post Lok Sabha, that Yogi's position is weaker and that there is a change in fortunes? And Akhilesh Yadav said Delhi deputy dono aapke khilaf hai. That's what he said in Hindi, where he said that Delhi and the deputy CM are working against Yogi Adityanath. His stock is coming crashing down. He was the one who first said batenge to katenge, ek hai to nek hai, and the PM then improved it to say ek hai to safe hai. Yogi is campaigned actively in Haryana, he campaigned actively in Maharashtra, campaigned actively in Jharkhand, and in his own bastion 9 seats. This could have shifted, changed the narrative. Rahul, with the panelists, what does this mean then for Yogi Adityanath, for UP narrative, etc.?
Very important. It's a very important comeback by Yogi Adityanath. A lot of people were asking from within the BJP questions of him. He's been given a free run in this particular election. He's also, of course, remember, the lead mascot for the BJP in other states. The BJP retaining some of its strengths in this key heartland state. Remember, Uttar Pradesh goes to polls in a year and a half. So this is not something that one should discount. And this is where the BJP, whoever gets Uttar Pradesh in today's day and age, wins, stays pretty much invincible, retains its core. I mean, I don't know. How do you look at it?
This bypoll has a larger implication for within the BJP than for the government headed by Yogi Adityanath. That government is safe with or without these numbers, that wasn't going to go away. Many of these seats were held by the SP. They have now shifted to the BJP. If these trends hold, that would mean a bit of a reversal from the general elections of 2024. If you remember, there was a national executive meet held in Lucknow where very strong emotions were expressed. First by Yogi Adityanath saying that, this is a difficult situation and atyant self-confidence, आत्मविश्वास में कभी गलतियां हो जाती हैं. That was like kind of a pinprick to some colleagues within. And some of his colleagues then stepped up and said that it is the organization which is important for the government does not make the organization. So there was this kind of a push and pull happening. With these bypolls, there was a lot riding on Yogi Adityanath and his consolidation of his position after what we saw in the Lok Sabha elections.
Chetan Bhagat, quickly.
What Mr. Lai is saying is also that, it positions Mr. Yogi Adityanath once again as a contender, as a sort of, post Narendra Modi era, a kind of, prime ministerial aspirant, prime ministerial candidate. So this consolidates his position. Imagine third time if he wins, as Rahul was saying, in 2027, three-time Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister will always be a very powerful person for a prime ministerial post.
Chetan Bhagat, your thoughts?
Yeah,
UP.
I think Yogi never really went away. I mean, there were some talks right after the Lok Sabha election results, as people always try to play some power politics. But he's very much like the moment, like a few by-elections and people are like calling him PM candidate. I mean, that's his power, right? I mean, and it's just one MP seat equivalent. It's okay. It's not so
Let
relevant.
me tell you, if his star starts rising too quickly, too rapidly,
Yeah,
there
so
will be
it's
other
a-
people in the BJP that will be not very happy. So, you know,
That is what
these
Disala
have,
said, that it's
this
internal.
has implications for the party rather than
Yeah,
the
it's a
government. is what
double-edged
I
sword.
would-
It's quite deja vu-ish because between the 2009 to 2014 timeline, it was a similar sentiment with PM Narendra Modi. With Narendra Modi, there were many within the BJP who didn't want his stock to go up because they were saying they'll be uncomfortable. And if 2027 success happens, three-time Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, obviously it was very important. So there are a lot of similarities in the way pulled out of nowhere, worked in the Sangathan, not
but
part,
every
not
journey-
core
Who will
BJP,
have problem
not
with-
core RSS. But I'm just saying there are people who will talk that, and there are others who say that he is the BJP star campaigner. He's the poster boy of Hindutva right now,
No, no,
as
he-
far as the
he has
BJP
had a
is,
bit of
and
a
he's
hit
very
and
hard
miss.
on this
Who
line.
will
He's
have
steadfast
problem?
on that line.
Had a bit of
Anand,
a
who
hit
will
and
have
miss.
problem?
He's steadfast on that line.
And the Batenge cutting
I
came
would
from
still
him
hold-
first.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would still
But
hold
Batenge
the
cutting
party.
came
Anand,
from
who
him
will
first.
have
which
problem?
was-
बटेंगे तो कटेंगे, and he said
Anand.
एक है तो नेक है. That's what his thing is. कि you saw what happened in the elections.
Anand,
This
he
is
has
what
had
will
a
happen
mixed,
if you allow your votes to
mixed,
splinter.
record as a campaigner. I would still hold Prime Minister Modi as the only person in this country who has the power to shift, more than 2% of the vote on the just on the basis of his campaign.
but many would also argue.
I would still go with
difference
that.
with Yogi is, see, Narendra Modi has there's brand Modi, right? Yogi is a more right-wing brand than Narendra Modi, right?
Correct.
Number one. Number two, while Narendra Modi still goes across the aisle and still gets voters across the aisle, Yogi is still more appeals more to the right wing. However, Yogi has the ability to galvanize the BJP cadre in a way that others can't, and that is his real utility.
and that's
So in Maharashtra, for
But
example,
Anand,
he may
while
not have
we
an
are
impact
at
on the ground,
So
but he
I
galvanizes
have
the
a
cadre.
theory on this, and I wrote an article for Open. I said that about 4 months back, when Yogi Adityanath came out with this slogan, which was sort of very rancorous, as many people sort of described it then, I thought this was an attempt by the BJP to rally its BJP vote base through Yogi Adityanath, leaving the Prime Minister to do what he does.
I'm sorry of spoiling the party here, but I don't think this contest is over yet. India Alliance has gone up to 46. NDA is at 146. A lot of seats now are reporting in Vidarbha. It's getting a little more closer.
Yeah.
Sena UBT was leading only in 4, now it's leading in 13.
Yeah.
NCP Ajit Pawar is leading in 14. I think there's some ways to go, folks.
Oh yeah,
There's some ways to go.
I mean, I've been
But,
saying from the day one that a large number of BJP people who I spoke with overnight yesterday were telling me that 150 is the number
47.
they're looking at. This runaway 170, I don't know where it's
No,
coming
but
from.
there is a nearly 99 seat lead that has been opened up. There's a 99
It
seat
can
that's been
change,
opened.
Anand. It did in
I'm
Haryana.
not saying
it
it
did in
won't.
Haryana.
things
Haryana
can
went up to
change.
70.
Things
I
can
remember
change.
that.
Not saying that it can change,
Yeah.
but it's we are reporting nearly 200 seats. It's early
Gone up to
times.
48 now.
But slowly there is a catch up, and the numbers that are diminishing are of the Shiv Sena and the NCP there. That's where the
Yeah,
toss-up's
I'm
happening.
not sure where that is, but I don't think this
But look
contest
at
is
the
over
BJP
yet.
number. That's at 80.
Yeah.
And that will give the BJP a lot of heart. I don't know about the other two.
Because
Remember,
they're
everyone is
inching closer to
transferable
their
here.
target of about 95 seats.
Remember,
That's what-
everyone is transferable. So if
Yeah.
the BJP gets 95, it'll be the person around
The
which
interesting
the next
story is
government will
Jharkhand,
form.
where the India Alliance has taken a 4-seat lead now, 23 to 19, 24 to 19 now. They had gone up 2018, it was 2020, and now it is 24 to 19. So
Also,
Jharkhand is
the other
bloody
significant
interesting.
thing is, remember 10 minutes back when we checked in, it was -4 for the India Alliance. So right now, they are on track to winning all the seats that they won last time around. So they've net not got any losses. The NDA has added one
So
less
only
to the
Access
others.
My India, Zach, only Access My India had shown. In fact,
That-
they had
yeah.
shown a big
Bigger,
win.
bigger
53
win, a
seats,
bigger win,
53
yeah.
seats was the absolute number that Access My India projected for JMM Congress.
Yes, so that's,
and they said
you know-
what is working for the NDA in Maharashtra will work for
That's
the
right.
JMM Congress in Jharkhand.
200 seats reporting in Maharashtra, 147 to the NDA, that's above the halfway mark, 48 to the India Alliance. Some more seats reporting in Mumbai. Let's take a look. from the outskirts, you have in Bhayandar the NC candidate leading, of course in Ovala the Shinde candidate leading, in Kopri the Chief Minister is leading, in Thane Sanjay Kelkar of the BJP is leading. Now Mumbara, which is Jitendra Rawat's seat, he's leading there. In Airoli again the BJP candidate is leading. Let's look at some of the Mumbai city seats. I think we have one more Sena UBT lead that's coming through. I'm just trying to check which, I think this is Bandra East if I'm not mistaken.
So this is the where they reside. Matushri is Bandra East. So if let's have a look. It will plot in a bit. Mahim has not yet started reporting. Anushakti Nagar is not reporting yet. Amit Thakre is trailing in Mahim. So Mahim is reporting. Amit Thakre is trailing in Mahim. Anushakti Nagar, Mankhurd, interesting seats. Worli, Milind Devra versus Aditya Thakre. That's not reporting yet. That's not reporting yet. But overall, 148. So this is 4 more than the halfway mark. Majority number is 145. The NDA right now in pole position with respect to the number of leads. 203 out of 288 are reporting already. 148 for the NDA. 82 leads for the BJP. Eknath Shinde's Dhanush Ban, the Shiv Sena, leading in 36. NCP Ajit Pawar leading in 28. Clearly far greater than the UBT and NCP Sharad Pawar in terms of leads. Congress leading in 21, INDI alliance not yet at the 50 number but slowly inching up. Is this going to change? Is this going to change or will these leads hold? 150. NDA touches 150 out of 203 leads. So leads more consolidating. We should have at least 5 rounds of counting. We'll go across to Avantika to get a sense of Maharashtra. How many rounds of counting already in Maharashtra? 150 and 49. So clearly 3 times more than what the India Alliance has, the NDA holds in Maharashtra. Is it a runaway victory? Will Pradeep Gupta's outer liar number of 200 be within reach for the NDA? We'll have to wait and watch. These are still leads. Yes, Avantika, how many rounds?
153 rounds. 3 rounds have been complete, but in some places the first round has now finished. So there's still early leads. But some of the big names, बताइए प्रशांत जी, some of the big names. What about Milind Devra? What about Shaina NC? उनके बारे में कुछ अभी?
मिलिंद देवरा अभी पीछे है, शाइना एनसी पीछे है, मिलिंद देवरा आदित्य ठाकरे के साथ में उनके खिलाफ लड़ रहे हैं। आदित्य ठाकरे अभी डी पे है दूसरे राउंड पे, शाइना एनसी का दूसरा राउंड चल रहा है, वहाँ शाइना एनसी भी पीछे है, वहाँ से जो कैंडिडेट है वो आगे चल रहे हैं। साथ में बाला साहब थोराट जो है वो पीछे चल रहे हैं संगमनेर से, जो पूर्व मंत्री भी है, उसके बाद में रोहित पवार आगे चल रहे हैं। इस तरह से अभी धीरे धीरे जो भी चेहरा है वो चेंज हो रहा है। हो सकता है महायुति और महाविकास आघाड़ी दोनों में जोरदार टक्कर हो सके।
बड़े बड़े नाम है, एकनाथ शिंदे, देवेंद्र फडणवीस, ऑल दोस नेम्स दे
सब लोग आगे, सब देवेंद्र फडणवीस नागपुर पश्चिम से आगे है, उसके बाद में खासकर देखा जाए कोपरी पासपाकड़ी से एकनाथ शिंदे आगे है, वो भी लीडिंग में है सब लोग VIPs।
Any update on Mankhurd and Mankhurd and Anushakti?
और इसके साथ में VIP देखेंगे। रायगढ़ से भरत गोगावने आगे है, उसके बाद में स्नेहल जगताप आगे है, रोहित पाटिल आगे है, संजय काका पाटिल आगे है, गुंजन नवाटे आगे, ये सारे VIP लिस्ट है। माहिम का अभी अपडेट नहीं आया है, अभी नहीं आया, अभी आएगा तो हम आपको बता देंगे।
बिल्कुल।
Mahim, Mankhurd, Anushakti Nagar not yet come.
Not yet.
Worli, Aditya Thakre is leading in Worli. That's the update. Shaina NC trailing in Mumba Devi. Amin Patel is leading in Mumba Devi at the moment. Over in Jharkhand, it's 29-24. So the JMM Congress combined, the India Alliance opening up a 5-seat lead already with the NDA. 2 seats with the others. Is it going to be dead heat or will the India Alliance open up a bigger lead? 55 out of the 81 seats are reporting in Jharkhand. 153 for the NDA in Maharashtra. 207 out of the 288 seats are reporting. The BJP inching in onto the 90 number. Will it breach 100? Will it get closer to its 2019 score? That's important, interesting. There is a huddle and a hustle going on here in the studio. Nistula Hebar, Nalin Mehta, what's the conversation going on?
So Nalin was asking me if Mahayuti manages to win and BJP manages to turn around what happened in June, who would you give the credit to? So I was just basically going through the hard graft that the BJP did organizationally. And you know, the biggest thing that was weighing on the party was the Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai issue, not just in terms of electoral numbers, but in terms of also the Hindutva project. The Hindutva projects will stand on its own politically and electorally only if the marginalized and the subalterns are with them. And if this Samvidhan Khatre mein hai, cleavage comes in between, then it's, you know, over, because you can't have a Hindutva project with just the upper caste. That is what they had since independence, and it never worked. So that was something that they really worked hard on. And it was really gamed in a proper way. There were the Mahars that were spoken to, the Matangs, and the other 55 other subcastes. You know, these are very small, like, communities, but everybody was talked to. So even if they were not going to vote for you, there was not this feeling of anger or